Yeah. Okay, guys, so I thought of this pretty sweet idea. I bought this happy little thing called a Perfect Cooker from Bed Bath & Beyond. So I thought maybe I should try, when I was looking for reviews and stuff on this product, I think it's kind of new. And so I thought maybe it would be a fun idea to like do some recipes in it and then review it. So that way somebody, if they're thinking about buying it, can have some reviews and some ideas on how and what it's like.
Because you said you couldn't find any, right?
Right. So I'm trying for my first recipe, pizza calzone, because it did come with this recipe book and there's a lot of recipes online. Actually, there's not enough recipes online. That's my one complaint. It's supposed to kind of look like this.
Oh, that looks so yummy.
And it's simple ingredient list, like most of it I had already at home. And I don't think that it's going to look like this when we're done. But what I did was I took some pizza dough.
Should I explain it all to them? Yeah. I took pizza dough and rolled it out pretty thin, and then I put a layer of ricotta cheese and mozzarella cheese, and then piled in a lot of pepperoni. Then I just kind of layered that. I think I layered it like 3 times because I like a lot of stuff inside of my calzones. So I layered it pretty heavily and then wrapped it up and then plopped it in this little thing. Sometime I'll show you the process, but we didn't think to film it until after the fact.
It has one button and you just push it down and it cooks. And then it stays warm when it's not cooking. And somehow, like, this magic technology is supposed to be able to sense what's in it, and it like sets its cook time. But this is supposed to cook for 10 minutes. This calzone is supposed to cook for 10 minutes. And then so I pushed the button and then I set the timer, and it went off with like 3 minutes left. Like, the button flipped up and it went to the warm setting. And so I don't know if the warm setting helps cook it but not at a high temperature, or if I'm not exactly sure. But then you're supposed to take it out and flip it and put it back in and let the bottom side cook. But I think it's going to take a lot longer than 20 minutes because it didn't look like it was getting very golden on the bottom.
Yeah, so you just kind of have to like eyeball it.
Yeah, it seems like you have to eyeball it. But the thing itself does not shut off until you unplug it. I don't exactly understand, so that's why I'm going to show you. And I think I might try and make like maybe a short playlist of different recipes I try in here. I will make videos on it as I try new recipes in here. There's like cheesecake recipes and brownie recipes, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and desserts. Okay, so our timer flipped from the cook to the warm mode, and there was still 7 minutes left on the timer. So it makes me concerned, like it's going to take a really damn long time to cook. So it's been on the warm, and like it won't let me push the button back down. I don't know if I should push the cook button again or what I should do about it. And it didn't look like it was heating up the outer corner, like the edges of the pizza dough. It was just cooking the bottom of it, which concerns me a little bit. So in 2 minutes and 43 seconds, we're going to take it out and it should be done. But I'm really confident that it's not going to be done. Okay, so the time is up. The second 10-minute mark, and this is all that it should take. This is what the recipe book says. All it takes is 2 10-minute sessions. So you just gotta unlock the little flap, and I watched all of their YouTube videos and they made a big deal open away from the face so steam doesn't attack you. And it smells horrible. It just smells like some dough. Okay, so then you just take the little pot out. Okay, so do you see that? That was the first time around. Let's see what the bottom half looks like. Okay, so see, the sides are not cooking, and I'm not sure how to fix that. So I think wow. Ew. Or maybe that's just a ricotta blowout. But I'm not confident that it's completely done, so should I put it back in?
Yeah.
It's just a big trial and error thing, I think.
It kind of is.
But I think this is the newly cooked side. And
that looks pretty good.
That one looks pretty good.
That looks like a perfect.
I think this is just a ricotta cheese blowout.
Yeah, that's definitely cheese.
So I might plop this back in and put this side down and cook it.
What do the sides feel like?
They're
crispy,
soft and spongy. Not like not. Let me just do some sound enhancing there for the editing. Okay. So I'm just gonna put that back in. I'm gonna let it cook for a little bit longer, maybe one more little cycle, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, So it switched to its warm after that little cook cycle. So I guess I'm going to take it out and see what it looks like now. I just don't want to eat raw dough. And once I take it out and cut into it,
it's done.
I can't fix it. So
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that this works. Okay, so I'm just going to cut into it like they do on the picture. So it didn't quite cook all the way through. I'm thinking we should put this in the actual oven. I'm pretty impressed. Okay, but it doesn't cook in the time that they say it's going to. So you have to kind of, like, one thing that they were talking about is you can just push the button and leave, and then it will like cook it, and then it will keep it warm. But it didn't cook it all the way through in one cook cycle. So I feel like you have to actually be there and be watching it vigilantly, paying attention to it. I'm not sure if that was actually a word. So this is a first impression. This is not like, I'm still going to try it, I'm still going to use it.
Because it could be good for some things.
It probably will be good for some things. But I think maybe this some of this could have been on my fault too. Maybe I didn't roll out the dough thin enough. But then if I roll it out too thin, then I can't pick it up and put it in the pot.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe assembling it in the pot would work better. Rolling out really thin and laying it in. Basically what I'm saying is a lot of trial and error, a lot of kind of playing with the recipes. And
Well, if I watermelon, what are you? Come in. You're cantaloupe. Come in. Oh, I love cantaloupe. Okay. Oh. Your head was choking. Hi. Well, you kind of pushed my head in there.
Taking this out, I have been kind of checking. I put it in the oven, the real oven, for 10 minutes. I've been kind of checking it. I don't think it's done yet, but we're gonna check it out.
Going back into the oven.
I'd be really amazed if this would like actually work in my little cooker by itself.
Yeah.
Because this would be a great dinner for after work.
Yeah, the calzone is kind of destroyed.
I am really hungry.
We're gonna go ahead and put it in for 15 minutes at this point, or another 10. What do you think?
15 definitely, because that dough's taking so long to cook.
So it looks like I'm sneaking in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I really think that this is gonna be done. It's been cooking for
15.
25 extra minutes outside of the perfect cooker.
Okay.
So, excuse me, Kyle.
I was gonna reach for a fork.
Oh yeah, I think that's done. So I got just a jar of pizza sauce. It didn't call for it in the recipe, but whenever I go to like Old Chicago or something, they always give you marinara sauce for dipping. And I don't know why I've never thought of that before, to get pizza sauce for a smooth like marinara sauce. I always just think of spaghetti sauce, but pizza sauce is the way to go. So I'm going to use it for dipping. I didn't put any in the actual calzone. Okay, so now we're going to taste test it.
The hot.
Oh.
Did you dip it?
Oh. Whoa. 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 Don't forget to dip.
That's not good. I don't know. That is really good. I'm gonna take care of it. I never thought to make calzones like this. Could be a really simple, easy dinner. Everybody could have their own calzone. Yeah, that's another thing I was thinking. You can just kind of customize it and put what you want in it. You can use meatballs inside. If I had some broccoli, I would throw some broccoli in this one. Oh, broccoli and cheese and Indiana. I'm so impressed. Can I have this?
We're reviewing the whole thing.
Well,
Look at you dance.
Okay, so this is sort of our final thoughts segment. And after eating it, I think it
We
turned out...
destroyed that calzone.
We destroyed it. It did not take us very long to eat it. It tasted good.
It was very yummy.
I think the problem was the dough, and it really just needed to be thinner, I think. It didn't cook through, and we had to put it in the actual oven for like 25 minutes before the dough was cooked. And then even then it was still questionable.
Yeah, it was soft dough. It was really soft. You could tell it wasn't fully cooked.
But I think it heated. I would have liked to almost try it right out of try the inside to see if it got the inside cooked too.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think about that.
Really though, everything was edible. It just had to be like warmed up.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't like eggs in there.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that if you rolled the dough out even enough and maybe put it in the pot, and kind of built the calzone in the pot, I think maybe that would help keep it thin, and then you wouldn't have to worry about picking it up and putting it into the pot. However, it does say to flip it over, and so then you have to take the whole pot out of the cooker, flip it over, dump out the contents, and then put it back in to cook the other side. And that, I feel like, would be very difficult with crust any thinner than what I had. Because,
And it was really thin to begin with.
yeah, I thought it was pretty thin, and it was kind of trying to bust. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it was, when I wrapped it around, it was not, it was kind of wanted to break. I didn't know how to get it to the pot. So that was like, and I feel like this is kind of a recipe that probably shouldn't even be made in this, because it just seems like too much effort, I think. But if you have an oven, this is a good idea for dinner some night. That's what I would say. Anything else you would like to add, Claire? I think this might be a recipe I want to try again.
Yeah.
Just need to get some more pepperoni.
Yeah. We accidentally ate all the pepperoni. If it broke, would you purchase it again?
Probably not.
Do you
If
think?
it broke, I would well, I mean, after this first impression.
I don't even know
Because
what that
this
is.
is the first time I've used it. And
And we've only tried one recipe.
yeah, I'm not extremely blown away by its abilities, but I would like to test it because they really advertise it as sort of a rice cooker, but then they give you all these other ideas you can use it for. And so I feel like it's more for like pasta or rice rather than a freaking calzone.
No.
But I mean, if you're looking for a rice cooker, even though I haven't cooked rice, which could be another idea for a video if I just need to test out how well it cooks rice. I think that would be a good idea. But I think they advertise it mostly as a pressure cooker for rice and noodles and stuff like that. And I think that's more what it was made for, obviously. So I think I would just get a cheap old crock pot. I bought mine from Bed Bath & Beyond for $29.99. And
Should you find a link and put it down below?
sure, I'll find a link and put it in the comments.
Description.
In the description. That's what I meant.
Yeah, put it in the comments.
Find the link and put it in the description.
Tink, what did you think about it? Did it smell
said
of the
you-
house good?
You said you guys didn't let me have a bite.
Oh, we didn't share. That's because you're a little bit chunky.
Hey, water pot your hand.
She's been doing that the whole video. Look.
Oh, wow. Alright, guys, if you liked this review, give us a thumbs up. If you have any ideas or if you've used the perfect cooker, let us know how you think it works in the bottom comments. And then,
And drop your favorite recipe down there too.
yeah, that's a good idea if you have one of these bad boys. Also, I would, if you're going to comment about the cooker itself, let me know if you have a 3-cup or a 5-cup capacity, because I'm just interested in to see if that has anything to do with how it cooks. Alright, if you like this video, like, thumbs up, comment below, subscribe, and we'll try and keep giving you more of these because these are honest reviews, and I think that that's important when you're looking in to buy something. And it was hard for me to find reviews on here that weren't on the website itself, so those are kind of biased, you know. So yeah, we'll keep up. I might start a playlist. I don't know how often I will upload one of these. Okay, so I wanted to really quickly show you guys the cleanup for this product. So I was looking at it, and really the lid does not get that super gross, or it didn't for this particular recipe. But I mean, steam got on it and stuff like that. So it says that you can pull this out for cleaning. Right there, and so all you do is you grab this middle little silicone knob and the whole thing kind of pops out. Okay, so that just pulled that out, and then you can just wash these 2 pieces. And then the pot is non-stick, and look, like, I think it did really well. You probably can't see it very good. So all I'm going to do is wash this out with some soap and water, and that's really all the cleanup that I think needs to happen. So I'm pretty impressed with how quick and easy the cleanup process is. And I just wanted to throw that in there as sort of a first video talk through of the cleanup. So I'm just going to do dishes now, and yeah. Aw.
And then there's that one, and then there's that one. You just have to make sure you get the right layer of crust.
I'm sure that's nobody important. I did just stick my finger in Kyle's nose.
Okay.
Okay, hang on, but now this is off.
And that's all I have to say.